to Bill's point, this is exactly where we were last August when this came up. And we said then, we need to have these things addressed, or the water department doesn't want to pay the bill in August. It took us the last 5 months to research this to learn that this is a town of Hill bond, not a water department. Because we were told over and over and over again, this is a water department bill. This is a water department loan. Not Town of Hill. Town of Hill didn't own this. This was a general bond owned by the water department. So last August when we talked about this, to Bill's point again, everything's been kicked down the road 6 more months. And here we are. And what I'm hearing is, yeah, we'll talk about it.
Well, a lot more people know about it now. A lot more people are involved in it now. And a lot more people want action. But first and foremost, the water department needs to pay the bill for the loan that was for the water department.
What's done is done.
Not the town of Hill.
Well,
because
again,
the
you've made that point a number of times.
Well, hopefully it's
You
getting
can say
through.
1,000 times, I'm not going to sit here and say, yep, that's going to happen, thanks very much.
Well, you should.
Well, but I'm not.
And I'm going to continue to say it.
Okay.
The water commission should pay the bill.
Understood.
I'll be the same person to say the same thing, okay? Evidence that we're given tonight by the selectmen proves it's a water commissioner's bill. I don't want to pay it, okay? But at some time, we did this. It's the bill of the water district, and it needs to be paid by the water district. Pay my bill.
This brings up another point, because what Mark is saying about this being a water district is in fact close, but not accurate.
Doesn't matter what I call it.
This is not a water district.
Charlie,
However,
Charlie, let's not go down that road, okay?
we are going to go down that
Stop.
road, because
We don't need to go calling, I said the wrong word, okay? Whatever this is, you can call it the water commission, the water run down the road,
What is water department?
or whatever it might be. You as a water commissioner needs to pay our bill, period. Period. We have evidence tonight that it was the water commissioner's bill, or the water commission. Whatever you want to call it, Charlie, okay? What you're looking for, in my eyes, is us to hand the town to hand over the pump house. So that way you have a pump house for you to get loans to hold against, right? That's what you're looking for, okay? So pay our bill.
Hi, I'm Jenny Reservoir, and I'm on Murray Hill, and I'm on the water.
Speak with it.
You can't hear him.
Hi, I'm Peggy Reservoir, I'm on Murray Hill, and I'm not part of the water, whatever we're gonna call it tonight. However, just to get an idea of this, if I can ask everybody who wants to have the water department pay the bill now, raise your hand. Simply raise your hand. You want to pay? How many do not want the water department to pay it now and want the town to pay it now? I think you have the answer, John. There you go. That's our people of the town, both sides talking. You need to pay the bill. We have the chairman of the select board, which is Stephen, is on both of the committees. He could have brought this to the committee and stepped it up. Brought this to the selectmen at any time and stepped it up. Didn't have to then vote on it, but he could have stepped it up and he didn't. You know, but nevertheless, you just saw the vote of the people that are in this room that cared enough to come out. So you need to pay.
That solves paying the bill.
Joanne?
That solves paying the bill this month, the one that's due in August.
Yep.
But what about the rest of them? It's 2037 is when this bond will be paid off. In the meantime, as a person on the water department, I can't put in a well because I have a small lot. I'm at the mercy of both of these boards, and pretty soon we'll be paying water rents more than our mortgage.
But this will force them to work together
Hasn't
by
forced
paying
them
it.
To this point,
Well,
it isn't that this question came up day before yesterday. It's been years, 2 years, that I can think of.
More people know about it now.
I'm gonna jump back in. By paying the water bill now, and probably the next one, it allows the water commission to get this on the warrant article.
thank you.
For voting.
Yeah, yeah.
So they
Yep.
pay two payments, which they should be doing anyway, obviously, by everybody in this room. They get it on the warrant, whole town comes in, when we do our voting again, and we vote on it. Simple, easy.
Okay, that raises a hair on my head, because the whole town voted to get rid of the sidewalks on Mountain Drive. The whole town voted for this bond, the whole town. But what about the users? We're a small number.
It's not like sidewalks, not roads, it's just-
No, my point is,
I see what you're saying.
Can you guys, as the two governing boards, at least promise all of us that you will work on this together, honestly? And I can't.
come up with a,
But can you guys promise us all that you'll, whether it's a joint warrant article between you guys, or something, just tell us you're gonna get it done. We'll believe.
MOU something that makes everybody happy, so these bonds are paid. And everything can operate the way it's supposed to.
I'll trust your guys' word. If you guys can do it together, let's get it done.
You good with it? Are you guys good with it?
There you go.
So now, let's, pay the bill and then get
Work
busy.
together.
Yeah.
Solve this thing. Like I said, more people know about it now. It's gonna be some pressure put to bear.
I take issue with what you just said, because nothing's gonna happen between the selectmen and the water commission until Charlie changes his attitude, because he is totally focused on what he believes and will not believe anybody else. And we're gonna be back at this again and again and again.
If this has been an issue for 3 years, why haven't we heard it at the town meeting? Why didn't you put a warrant article in? Resolve this.
Why do we have it tonight?
Doesn't require a warrant.
Put a
I
warrant
don't think it
article,
does.
a warrant article would take care of it. May not require a warrant article, but a warrant article from the legislative body would take care of it.
Depends on where you want the water system to go. Do you want the water system to stay in the possession of the town? Or do you want the water system to become its independent district that Mark was talking about?
I didn't say, whoa. I
Talking
just
about
said word.
a term
I
here.
said a word.
That's what I said.
I called it the wrong number. Don't put my name and call it the water district that I wanted to be that way. Okay?
I didn't say that either, Mark.
Okay, in my mind you
What
did.
Mark was referring to, this being a village district. Okay? The question remains whether or not customers on the water system, and all of the customers on the water system, want to become a village district at some point in the future, where the customers on the water system get to make the decisions. In that warrant article will also be the assumption of this general bond, because it will then belong to the water system and the water district, and not the town. The discussion is still still being had about the benefits of either becoming a water district or staying under the purview of the town, given the state of the water system right now. Okay? Because again, it goes back to one catastrophic failure, and the water department doesn't have the money to pay for it. If we were a village district, the customers in the water system made their decisions for the village district, and it didn't involve town votes on that warrant article, then the village district gets to choose. At any point in time, everybody on the village district could say, Charlie, pay that bill. The This is a public hearing. We haven't gotten to the meeting portion where a motion can happen. I understand you guys, I'm trying to follow the proper procedures. The proper procedure is to conclude conclude the public hearing, then have discussion, and a motion be made between the water commission. Okay? That's how it goes.
So that can't be done with people here?
We're still in the public hearing.
Hasn't the town always been the standards, bottom line? That's what was said at other meetings, when we talked about, they said, well, bottom line, the town has to guarantee if the water department falls, the town has to.
That's why the general obligation bonds, only the governing body can sign. Because that puts good faith, credit to the town behind the bond.
I got a question for you, Charlie. I know you've done a lot of research.
Louder?
I know you've done a lot of research. My question is, do you think if for some reason the water department got to be a separate entity, could it be self-supporting in the condition it's in?
Given the fiscal management of the water department in the last 18 months, I would say absolutely yes. When we took over in June of 2023, the water department was in a negative balance. By how much? Depends on which books you look at, because we weren't involved in the 2023